Hey peeps! Last week we had Jeane's Awakening come out, and today in this video we'll do a quick review on that and see how good she is when awakened. So with that said, let's jump into the new content. We're starting off with obtaining Jeane and maxing her out. You can get her medals from completing the specific elite stages in the Werewood tree, and you would need 350 medals to get her to GoT as with any other commander. Nothing new here. If we look at Jeane's army skills, we can see that she offers a lot for our city development, construction speed and grain production. Those are two buffs that you would want in your grain farm accounts. As for the third army skill, Jeane offers cavalry defense, which sadly even for free-to-play players it isn't that beneficial to use, as there are other better free commanders to use in your cav formations. Let's move now to Jeane's guard skills. Those are the skills that are used in PvE, like the Werewood tree, Werewood memories against rebel leaders, etc. A lot of you may know that she excels in those game aspects due to her healing abilities and her area attack buff, and pretty much she's the best support commander you can use in your formations, as she's first easy to obtain for free-to-play players, and second she has a high impact on the battle. Lastly, we have Jeane's strategic skills, the skills used in the events Siege of Winterfell and All Out War. For cavalry-oriented players, she's one of the best choices to put in the formation, as she gives a decent amount of cavalry stats and also has a skill damage buff as her active ability. And even if the player isn't specialized in cavalry, they could still make good use of Jeane and her active ability, increasing their other two commanders' skill damage. And overall, Jeane is a great commander to use in those strategic events. Okay, finally we reached the portion of the video with the new stuff regarding Jeane's Awakening. Let's take a close look at what she has to offer and talk about it for a bit. We'll start with her hidden ability effects. She offers 3 wood related buffs, one for production, one for capacity and one for gathering. All of them are great for farm accounts and are even quite decent for main accounts. Her last hidden ability is cavalry defense, that stacks up to 18%. And the nice thing about that is that you don't need Jeane in your formation, but you just need her unlocked. You just need that skill unlocked, because that's not an active buff, it's a passive buff, which is quite great. Regarding Jeane's upgrade effects, the bonuses you get for each star of her awakening, the first 3 are quite standard buffs on her army skill main ability and friendship bonuses. It's quite standard, nothing to explain here. But what's interesting is her 4-star ability, which is Mermaid Blessing. It's just like Russell's, but with female commanders. You get 3% health per 4-star female commander, for a total of 30% increase at 10 commanders. It's a great buff that helps you just for progressing your other commanders, and the fact that it's a passive buff makes it even greater. And now I'm sure a lot of you heard and read a lot of negative comments about getting Jeane to 4 stars, but now I'll explain why all that isn't right. People said she's not good to 4 stars, to 4-star because she would mess up the damage against rebel leaders when using Enzo as well, because she would heal him more with her guard skills, the second and third one that restore health. But here you should ask yourselves, what does Jeane's heal depend on? What are those numbers here representing? The right answer is how much strategy points she has. You can see your strategy in the quality tab, under growth change strategy, and as per the description, it improves the skills of a commander. And now comes the question, how do we increase strategy? It's simple. The first way is through the items on the commander, the items that you equip for promoting them, and the second way is through leveling up the commander, or the commander's strategy per level growth change. So you can see for each level are we getting 9.22 strategy. So knowing all that, we can easily conclude that Jeane can be upgraded to 4 stars without messing up your hits on rebel leaders. You just have to refrain from leveling her above 60, as well as keeping her at rank 8 or even 9, so she doesn't gain those extra strategy points that will ruin it all. It's just that simple. So with that said, I hope you learned something new, enjoyed watching the video, and until next time.